And welcome back to this daily cryptocurrency video. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin currently under 50,000, Cardano, ADA, and Reef. Cardano right now is currently exploding up above the $2 region, and Reef back below the 5-cent region. Look at that Cardano, 70 billion market cap, 4 overall. So let's dive into Bitcoin real quick, and we're also going to have a look at the Bitcoin dominance. So first of all, Bitcoin, guys, let's have a look on the daily time frame. We are currently seeing a head and shoulder, guys. This is a head and shoulder, okay? So I'm going to show you guys right now. This is the right shoulder, this is the head, and this is the shoulder. Now, if this plays out, can we see Bitcoin essentially drop down below 40,000? Yeah, in the 33,000 region. Look at that. Guys, it is very, very possible. I'm not putting this out of the target, of course, or we could see Bitcoin come back, and look at that. It meets exactly with our previous support. I think we could see anywhere between this region we could drop down. In my opinion, that would be very, very bad for Bitcoin. Altcoins will bleed if this happens, as we know. Let's have a look at the exponential moving average. It's always good to have these thoughts in mind and be ready for them for a nice short. As you guys can see right here, we are below the exponential moving average on the daily time frame, so we are pretty bearish, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Right here we did have a nice little bounce on the weekly chart off the exponential moving average. So on the macro time frame, we are still bullish. Let's go back to the daily time frame real quick. We are seeing some sort of double bottom. As you guys can see right here, there is a nice double bottom right here. So let me draw that line, and the double bottom would be it's essentially something like this, and you guys can see we have two bottoms. So that being said, if we break above that, in my opinion, we're going to be back in the strong bull trend. If we break below that, then in my opinion, we're probably going to come to at least the 42,000, and if not, the 33,000 region, which would meet exactly with our inverse head and shoulder target. Let's have a look at the trend line real quick. This is a trend line that I've been talking for quite some time, and we haven't broken that trend line. As you guys can see, we had nice few little touches right here and out to the top. So this is actually a resistance trend line. In my opinion, if we were to break that region, we would be back once again into the bull market. So that's another thing I would let you guys have to keep in mind and have a look at. Let's take that away. Let's go inside the small shorter time frames. This is the 4-hour time frame. Nothing too crazy, as you guys can see. Exponential moving average, we are well below. We actually tried to we actually came back, retested, tried to break above, and we got rejected. As you guys know right here, these exponential moving average are 20 EMAs. We've been holding a nice rejection off here. Finally broke out, and essentially this wasn't a nice clean breakout, because we saw this nice little curve coming back down like a rocket essentially, or like a bullet. So it wasn't a strong uptrend like that. So that being said, this is why we're still in a bear short-term bear market, in my opinion. Going back to the daily time frame, we could have a look at the VPVR volume profile, which is a very, very important indicator. A lot of people don't understand. So let's have a look. Fixed range, so let's put it between here and here, and then we could also have a look at the visible range. So as you guys can see, it meets up exactly at the same area. So ever since this region, we've been this has been the point of control, and we've been touching it a couple times, and we haven't had a nice clear breakout for some reason. Once we broke out of here, we were like, the POC level, the point of control was right here. We kept coming back, retouched it, retested, and we never really had a nice clear breakout out of it. And as you guys can see, we had this massive candle on the daily chart, and on the POC level, we're always seeing a massive big level. So in my opinion, if we come back and retest this POC level, we're going to see a massive breakout. That being said, we could zoom out a little bit, and as you guys can see, the next POC level, if I take the chart on the macro and then on the longer time frame, it would be all the way below that. But let's not go all the way down here. Let's take that away and take that away. We're going to move on into the Bitcoin dominance just right now. So let's have a look at the Bitcoin dominance real quick. This is the Bitcoin dominance. We came back on the daily time frame, touched 40 exactly, but I like to have a look at the 4-hour time frame cut is more accurate. I've been talking about the Bitcoin dominance ever since it was at 60, and I said that we would see a massive alt season below 46, and we saw a little bit of an altcoin boom. As you guys can see, Cardano is currently up 2.21, 11% of the day, so we are seeing a slight altcoin boom. That being said, if we break our next level, 39.25, we're most likely going to go to 34.2. If that happens, we're also going to see a big altcoin surge. As you guys can see right here, the Bitcoin dominance has been crashing. That means a lot of money is currently flowing into into altcoins and not Bitcoin. So that's a good sign for the for altcoin. Essentially, right here we met exactly on our support, as you guys can see right here. Although the support is not legit, it is good to have an indicator like this. It gives you a bigger or other perspective, different mindset. So that being said, if we come back here, guys, we're probably gonna have a huge altcoin boom. Let's have a look at ADA Cardano right here. So this is ADA Cardano. We are currently going parabolic, as you guys can see. We had this nice little run, consolidation and run. If you guys saw my video a couple weeks ago, I did say that we're going to see a massive boom on ADA Cardano. So if you guys took my trade above, that's amazing. Let's have a look at the daily time frame and put the parallel channel that I've been looking at. So this is essentially the channel I've been saying, and I'm not counting this right here because this was the Bitcoin dump, and it essentially doesn't really count so much. So I did say, guys, that if we break the channel right here, sorry, at around 1.69, 1.7, we will see a massive breakthrough. We also saw some support right here. Sorry, resistance. This was resistance right here. All these wicks were resistance. And I did mention if we were break this clean, we would go. We would essentially go for a nice little run. As you guys can see, we came, broke it, touched that line, came back. As you guys know that when we do a breakout, essentially, we usually come back, retest a support, whatever it is, and pop back up. We came back, retested the support, and boom, had a nice little clean breakout. Now, what is the future for Cardano? That's very good question, actually. So let's have a look at the exponential moving average real quick. So these are the EMAs. We came back, touched it one more time, had a nice little clean breakout, but that's on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, in my opinion, we could come back down to this region right here, which is the 1.97. Let's say $2. In my opinion, $2 would be a nice area to rebuy. I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down and retouch it. Let's have a look at the 1-hour time frame. Look how beautiful, guys, these EMA ribbons play out. If you guys are a day trader, you would know that most of the time on the 1-hour time frame, on an uptrend, if we come back and retest that EMA ribbon, we usually have a nice little pop. So we had this nice, beautiful little pop right here. This was the exact support as well. So if you guys took this trade from here, and you've been watching my videos how I trade with the EMA ribbon, you would have been up 3.6%. If you've been doing it with leverage, let's say 3-4x, you would have been up anywhere between 9 to 12%. So that's amazing, beautiful rejection in my opinion. Anyways, that's a Cardano update. Let's have a look at Reef. I know there's a lot of Reef fans out there. You guys love Reef, so nothing too crazy on Reef. We're still consolidating in my opinion. Let's have a look at the daily time frame real quick. So first of all, this was a nice little pump we had the other day. We got rejected, as you guys can see. So we've been consolidating right here. There's a lot of, a lot of people don't know what they want, if they should get into Reef or not. So look at this beautiful consolidation, nothing too crazy. In my opinion, we're probably going to come back to 2.8 one more time. I know I said that we were going to fly if we break above that, but unfortunately that was a false breakout. If we break above the 2.9 level, then in my opinion, that would be a good buy, and I would buy around this area, maybe put a stop loss right here, along it to 0.5, which is essentially 5 cents, and see what's going on from there. If we break above that, I'm gonna leave it. If we get a nice rejection, I'm probably gonna sell. That would be my plan for Reef. The good thing about Reef, guys, if we have a look at the 4-hour time frame right here, we are actually in an uptrend, as you guys can see. So although we're still consolidating on the macro time frame or on the longer, on the daily time frame right here, this is a nice consolidation. We are actually on an uptrend, so we are making higher lows, as you guys can see right here, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So we could have another little bounce and then come back, pop to the upside. If we break that resistance level, that would be good news. We could go to 8.5. No, guys, $2, $3 is very unrealistic in my opinion. The market cap for Reef is quite high, as you guys can see. Let's have a look. I mean, the circulating supply is quite high. As you guys can see, we got 12 billion coins in circulation. And it is a new project. This is not like Cardano. Cardano has been around for quite some time now, for a few years. Anyways, guys, this is my daily cryptocurrency update. If you guys like this video, of course, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.